Yeah, let's record.
Okay, recording. Okay. So this is a demonstration of how to prepare the pediatric COVID of the pediatric Pfizer COVID vaccine. Just a couple things about the supplies we've sent and what can be drawn. So the preparation for the pediatric Pfizer COVID vaccine is really the exact same steps as it was with the adults, with the exceptions of the volumes of the diluent and of the final dose. In this case, we're adding 1.3 mLs of diluent to the Pfizer vaccine, and the dose is 0.2 mLs. This is going to be our makeshift Pfizer vaccine. The actual pediatric one has an orange top. I repeat, an orange top, and I believe we'll be using orange labels to label the syringes at the clinics. Couple comments about the supplies. The supplies that can be sent include, for the diluent, to drop the 1.3 mLs of diluent, we are sending 5 ml syringes. The problem with that is that there's no gradation at 1.3. It goes 1.2 and then 1.4. So if you use these, you're going to go basically halfway in between. If you use a 3 ml syringe, then it will actually have a 1.3. So that would be the recommendation, is to get your hands on some 3 ml syringes. But what we were sent with vaccine supplies is just the 5 ml. So this is exactly what we were sent: this safety needle and this syringe. The other piece of information is that for the doses, we were sent the Vantage Point syringes that come with an affixed 1-inch needle on the end, which is probably too long for a 5-year-old. So that's another case where you would need to use your own supplies to get a 1 ml syringe lure lock with a 5/8 inch needle that you'll be able to. So it looks, basically this sort of setup, but just in the 1 ml and 1 ml syringe and 5/8 inch of 5/8 inch needle. So that covers the supplies. Also attached to all of these meeting invites is an instruction page. It was updated from yesterday because the first one I sent out did not have the remove 1.3 ml of air from the vial. So I added that back in. That was my mistake. But all the 3 meeting invites that were sent for yesterday, today, and tomorrow have this document attached. So please use that. And then I have some labels here. These are white labels. You will have orange labels for the pediatrics. But it has the same information as we always do. It says, I don't know how close, Pfizer pediatric COVID-19 vaccine. The dose is 0.2. Here I mocked it up with the date of this Saturday, the current lot number, the use by time. It's 6 hours from the time of preparation, and the check date. So with that, Erica will go ahead and pretend to prepare a single dose.
Yes. Okay. Hi, everybody. So pretty much we're going to have our NS. Make sure you just grab all your supplies prior to starting. Get all your syringes all ready. Make sure all the needles with the syringes are all tightly on the syringe itself. Okay, and then you have your alcohol prep pads to wipe off the tops of the vials, and you'll need your NS. I think everything will be provided to you guys, so we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna remove the caps of everything, take out all my the wrappers of all the syringes and needles, attach them all together, and then we're going to draw up 1.3 mLs of the NS. That's the dilution for the pediatric vaccine. So we're going to wipe. Okay. And then what I usually like to do is I usually like to draw up some air in my syringe before inserting into the NS vial, just to make sure that we have equal air so it doesn't push back. So I'm going to do whatever I'm pushing in is whatever I'm going to, taking out, I'm going to be pushing in, so 1.3. And then we also want to make sure that we're doing the bevel up. Push the air in, invert your vial, and then draw out your 1.3. If there's any bubbles, you can also just flick a little bit just to get the bubbles out. Push the bubble back up and make sure what you have your 1.3 mLs of NS. You take out your needle. You're going to invert your pediatric COVID vaccine vial 10 times. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and make sure your needle is bevel up. Push that in. And you're going to feel a little pressure. It's okay. Make sure you release the syringe so the air goes back in. If not, the liquid from the vial is going to splash back at you, which you don't want. So just make sure you take back whatever you shoot in. So 1.3 in, 1.3 out. Take that out. Okay. So you're done with this. And then you're going to invert your vial 10 times again. Okay. And then get your needle that you're going to be putting the dose in. And pediatric doses are 0.2 ml, so make sure you grab the right amount. You're just going to go ahead and take out your dose. And if you guys get a little bit bubbles, again, you guys can always just flick it out. Just gently. You don't want to flick it too hard since the needle is a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
And the vial might swing at your partner.
Exactly. And with this, remember, with this vaccine, we do want to minimize it, just the mRNA and the stability of it. But so if you are going to flick it, make sure you're not taking big whacks. So the small little taps are acceptable.
Yep.
And that's it.
And that's it. Get your 0.2 and then make sure you label it with your label with the correct time of 6 hours expiration from the time you dilute it. And that's it. Any questions?
Any questions on that technique? Pretty much what you've seen before. I will make one more comment. I just had an email come across. So the question that just came was, they noticed that the expiration date on a pediatric vial that was sent from the pharmacy to the clinics today had an expiration date of January 13th. And they're like, that seems long. Is that correct? So the pediatric COVID vaccine, the Pfizer pediatric COVID vaccine, if kept refrigerated, is good for up to 10 weeks after removed from the freezer and put into refrigeration. I know we're used to the 31 days, so basically it's good. It's been good for a month. That's true of the adult formulation. But for the pediatric formulation, it's good for up to 10 weeks, as long as it stays refrigerated and it's not opened. Once you open it and dilute it, it's 6 hours, so that remains the same. So just in case there's any questions in your mind. So, you know, and we're in a case now where it stays in the refrigerator much longer, which is nice, allows for being able to thaw more at a time. The other other thing I want to point out is that the pediatric COVID vaccine dose, it's 0.2. There are 10 doses per vial, so just be aware of that. I don't know if it's hard to get 10. We've not reconstituted. I think at the clinics you'll find out. If you only get 9 doses, you know, that's not the end of the world. Please do not give less than a 0.2 ml dose of the vial, but it should be like the Moderna vials. Any other questions regarding this? Okay, so if you don't have any questions, Eric and I are going to sit here for 18 more minutes in case anyone jumps on, but y'all are free to go. We'll see if anyone else, oh, it looks like Min is on now. I think, Min, did you just join?
She's been on for a while.
Oh, they have. Okay, I've been distracted looking at other things. So okay, no. So if you don't have any questions, please enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Eric and I will sit here quietly and see if anyone new comes on.
Thank you so much for the demonstration.
Absolutely. Thanks, y'all.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Rob. I have a question.
Yeah.
Can we pull out like adult doses from this vial, like in case we have only few pediatric patients? Can we pull like?
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that again, Belinda.
Can we pull out like? Is it the same as the adult dose, like this? can we pull the same like 0.3 ml for the adult if we have like
No.
No. This dose is 0.2 mLs.
And it's only for pediatrics.
You know, yeah. So the difference is it's the orange capped vial, which we don't have one here. They're all in the freezer. It's
Okay.
the pediatric. It's a 0.2 ml dose. The adult purple cap vial is a 0.3 ml dose. And you
Okay.
can't use one for the other.
Yeah.
So you can't use the purple one for pediatrics, and you can't use the pediatrics for adults.
Unless she was asking a different question.
And then, yeah, if your question is different than that, please go ahead. I'm sorry if I misunderstood.
No, I got the answer.
Oh, okay.
Like, so only adult is purple and orange is for peds. We cannot like use this one for the like
No.
both.
No, so I'll say this just for the people here, but I would not share. So the pediatric dose, the actual concentration is slightly different because, and I'm not so you cannot do this, but if you were trying to get the same dose, a pediatric dose from the adult purple, it would be 0.1 ml.
Oh.
The reason we're not using that is it's too small of an amount, right, for an IM shot. So I just say that for the people on here. Like, I wouldn't share that with everyone, because then you might get someone who thinks, oh, you know, I don't have any more peds vials, but I have an adult. I'll just pull out 0.1. And so, truth, that 0.1 from a purple vial, the adult vial, would be the equal to the pediatric dose, but you don't do that. You don't do that. So if it's a purple vial, it's 0.3. If it's orange, it's 0.2.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're good, yeah, we're just going to sit here quietly. If you're all good, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm going to mute us, and we'll catch you later.